Hello, you beautiful people, and welcome back to... Oh yes, let's play Curse of Yote. I've just played that, I'm sorry. The Outer Worlds 2, and we wanted to read that, right? Okay, yeah, we already did. No. Nobody here. And you guys, if you do enjoy this content, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you don't mind, by the way. Alright, what do we have here? Important reminder regarding N-ray settings. Novice, empiricist, health ray. As one hopes, you should recall N-rays act as a capable proxy for the cosmic rays that constantly bathe all matter in our universe. For our present experiment, N-rays must be fired continuously through the tubes leading to the test chamber in order to provide desired test results. Failsafe measures that maintain this stream are accessible in the ventilation shafts. Theoretically, the failure of a single failsafe could be acceptable, but this has been untested thus far and could cause the stream to vacillate in a wild and or uneven manner. Please note that if it's necessary to temporarily interrupt the stream, use the failsafe switch in the room and not the one in the ventilation shaft, because if something goes wrong, it's more difficult to detect if the one in the vent has been thrown. Yours in science. Weird. So basically we just have two things to do, right? Note, once locked, okay. Okay, that's done. That's red. Okay, yeah, I thought that might be loot. I was maybe wrong. Fingers crossed he's not going to be turning. Thanks, man. Oh yeah, back here we are. We need them thingies, right?
Define recurrence relation. Get it? Ceasing deliberation.
Ain't nothing here.
-2. Start the cycle. Aborting search.
Oh boy, I wanted to do that actually. So we are gonna need, oh boy, we need to wait a tick here. So, okay. Health, armor, attitude, weapon. Oh, he has a pistol. Do the ask me also about the goggles. Seriously, okay. Oh, wait, because, oh, okay. He is the A, not the A order force multiplier, armor 15, hostile, heavy gunner roll. Thinks uranium is neat. Yeah, he's working here, why not? Is there any way? No, it doesn't seem so. Elevator's blocked. Ah, that was so stupid to end up here. I mean, you could be easily killed off. Nice, thank you, guy. Dude, mate. I do like though how happy he is, that I have to say. Could have landed here too, alright, I see. Good, then the undercover mission is done. I think I screwed up a bit, I admit. But let's see the outcome then.
If you're done, Val...
It's gonna be good, right?
Did it work? Did it work? See, was it a success? What happened?
Hold the applause just yet. I need to run the numbers. I'm sending the others back up to you. They can describe the proceedings in detail.
I shall await their arrival. Anchor's Brun out. That is how these messages end, yes? If not, farewell.
The results of the experiment will be a career-ending embarrassment for Anchoress Brun. But she won't accept this lightly. We'll need to do more.
Yes, our next steps here will be crucial. I know this type of mission well. Granted, my targets were always meticulously well-researched beforehand.
You'll need to convince her, destroy her logic, end this research for good.
This is going to involve math, isn't it?
All it requires is a forceful array of incisive argumentation, logical reasoning, coercive persuasion, and cognitive contortioning.
You mean one of our old brain-off maneuvers? Really? That's what the rank and file in our old department used to call it. Provost Bolding considered it a casual moniker unbefitting of an order scientician.
Make Brun give up on science, logic, and reason entirely. Then no one will ever dare continue the research again. Between you and Marisol, it should be a light challenge. Easy.
Seriously, this is our only option?
A brain-off against an order anchorite isn't entirely without risk. We could employ certain other methods to deal with her. From our former department's playbook.
Oh, yes, a book you wrote titled Making an Execution Look Like an Accident. Despite the moral quandary ideally involved, unseen consequences still abound.
That's hyperbolic at best. Data suggests significantly fewer unpredicted outcomes than outright murder, if properly executed. And I'm quite capable of skewing results in our favor.
And here I thought you'd begun to change.
What are the potential drawbacks to logic bomb? Seems like you have a clear preference here, Marisol, okay?
I'm not arguing it's the best option, just that it is an option. Rightly or wrongly, I am familiar with the cost involved.
The Order of the Ascendant should be dedicated to uplifting humanity, not racking up a body count unduly. Our former department was shut down for things like this.
I'd like to hear our teammates' opinion about this, yeah.
Marisol knows what she's doing. I vote for murder. I just love watching her work.
Okay, we should try to undermine her confidence. If we fail, accidental death is our fallback. Okay, what are the potential drawbacks to the logic bomb?
Success isn't guaranteed. A fair degree of cleverness is required. But you would have the help of someone reasonably intellectually nimble.
I would be willing and on hand to assist. And the other option would remain if we botch it.
Okay, let's convince her she is an utter failure, but try to keep her alive.
Thank you for listening. That's a relief.
Honestly, I'm relieved as well. I have been trying to be different. From the person others believe me to be.
From the legend? If you're retiring as the endpoint, We'll need to find you a colorful new sobriquet.
Enough chit-chat, let's keep... Okay, this is my first brain off. Any advice?
Typical argumentation may prove useless, and she'll likely see through most attempts at deception. Be clever, unpredictable, surprise her. But in the event you should fail, you'll need a viable backup plan, or it will erase any chance of success completely. The Anchorus is housed in a test chamber similar to this one. It's been refurbished with some rather tacky furniture, but much of the old experimental apparatus remains. There is a hatch near the elevator upstairs. An external ledge leads to a vent system that can connect the two chambers. Doing so will expose the Anchorus to a lethal atmosphere. I'll need to make an announcement afterward that an accident has occurred tied into the experiment.
For an extemporaneous plan, it's not a bad one. What if the Anchorus realizes what we're doing and calls for help?
I'll cut off her comms when she begins pleading. Oh, that sounds even more heartless when I say it out loud. Please choose wisely.
Alright, we should go.
Here's the hatch key in case you need it. May all your endeavors elicit expected results. And Marisol, do keep out of trouble.
Deal with Brun. Okay. And they teleport. Okay, I'm sorry. Why am I always running with the gag, right? Wait a tick. Okay, I thought I could do something with the atmosphere thingy.
There you are. You saw the experiment through to the end, yes? The data hasn't arrived yet, so please do tell. Was it as beautiful as I imagined? Any inklings to the result? Or perhaps I oughtn't to have recloistered myself till after the experiment concluded, Well, don't just stand there. Tell me everything.
I had to break it to you, the experiment failed spectacularly. Okay, it was very tough, but there were some issues.
Some issues? You seem like softening the blow. Was there a malfunction? Was there some error in the calculations? Wait. Let's start from the beginning. Step me through your understanding of what's gone awry.
The staff you assembled lacked the necessary skill to pull off such a test.
Not sure what gave you that impression, but I guarantee they are a hand-picked group of top-order scientists, all fiercely committed. No shirkers or malingerers among them. What else concerned you?
Okay. Spawning a Fox universe to solve the universal equation doesn't make a lick of sense, since when did the other scientists believed in cutting corners? I thought you were meticulous.
Solving the universal equation demands considerable thoroughness, but also requires all possible efficiency. Though, that said, it's true that we must guard against skimping unduly, to any extent that might introduce error. This was just a start. Such models typically make an enormous amount of errors at first. All quite expected. An anticipated setback, nothing more. It simply needs to be revised and refined. You certainly seem to be making a lot out of this, though, one must say.
Anchorus Chow doubted your plans. Her final words claimed you'd been swayed by flattery, or maybe one of the two of us isn't taking things seriously enough. That's good.
Now, I'm starting to believe you're just needlessly fretting. Is this nerves? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be dismissive. Look, there may be some validity to some of your points, yes. But we'll improve. We will continue to stride forward. There's absolutely no need for all this doom and gloom.
Are you sure? Because our predictions imply both are inevitable if you pursue this.
Oh, is one of you a seer now? because I put considerable more stock in the prognostications of the Order's prime mathematicians than I do any old run-of-the-mill soothsayer. Now, is that all? Because I think I've had enough of all this. Everything we've done here is built off Seer Bujold's research, which is quite brilliant.
The experiment failed terribly. Your career's over. Time to retire.
Really? Will I become a laughingstock among my peers? Have the whispered jeers begun already? No. No, calm down. Breathe. You've faced setbacks before. Ah, the experiment data just arrived in my terminal. Allow me to eyeball it a moment. Perhaps there's something here to help prove or disprove any of what you've been saying. There was some variance to the input data. Not far beyond acceptable parameters, but curious. Could explain the failure.
Still sounds within a margin of error. I maintain that the underlying science is off. Your grasp in the foundation of everything you've been doing here is unsound. That's good.
Oh, come. One bad test wouldn't mean the science is completely flawed. This has been a difficult conversation. Challenging, disputatious, at times compelling. Yet I remain unswayed.
If I may, I have a point I'd like to add.
By all means.
There's a critical flaw in Seer Bujold's approach I think best illustrated by this English phrase. Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. I much appreciate this jest. Very simple, yet clever. Because in English, the word like can mean similar to or I prefer. And flies can be to soar, or plural of the insect. Through this perspective, it functions, makes sense, is humorous even. But in another language where words' meanings differ slightly, it does not. The framework we interpret the statement from changes, thus rendering it uninterpretable. False. Bujold's method of shortcutting the universal equation is much the same.
It lacks context. When you extrapolate the data from the mini-universe to the larger one, the information itself may scale correctly, but fail to interrelate. That is an interesting thought puzzle. As humorous as it is inapplicable. I remain unswayed.
We tried. Our fallback plan's our only option now. Head for the hatch.
What was that? You're starting to worry me. What do you intend to do? Ah, the experiment data just arrived in my terminal. Allow me to eyeball it a moment. Perhaps there's something here to help prove or disprove any of what you've been saying. There was some variance to the input data. Oh, come.
I am uncertain
Now's not the time for a tete-a-tete, I'm afraid.
what to do. So we...
Ah, the experiment data just arrived. There was some variance to the oh!
Okay, this limited access control system was originally devised to reroute ventilation between the two test chambers during the special large-scale testing. Doing so now would expose the refurbished chamber to the toxiferous atmosphere created during the earlier mini-universe experiment. Okay. I guess... Oh, hello. That was making the sound. That's solved. Nice. So I guess that's... I just want to say that's gonna... Well, kill her. I thought that might...
Fellow scholars of the Order, a tragic accident has occurred. During our recent experiment in Test Chamber Beta, we failed to recognize that ventilation systems had been left connected to Test Chamber Alpha. As you know, it had been recently refurbished as an enclosure for Anchoris Bronze. She gave her life for science. Well, it's true that we found the related research deeply flawed, but she gave her life for the pursuit of science. As the experiment was a colossal failure, I, as senior scientist remaining, have determined we must abandon this inquiry and shut down the program immediately. Oh, such a terrible shame. Farewell.
And I thought we won the debate, by the way. Can we maybe talk to... Okay, for me, that's done, right? What's done is done, right?
I understand now why they say never meet your heroes, Intercessor Delgado. You've truly been an enormous disappointment. A key experiment fails and Ancrus Brunn falls prey to an unfortunate accident right after you and your consort arrive. And we are all to believe these events are unrelated?
That's circumstantial and more than a mite bit paranoid. I expect better from an Order scientician. Even one from the Department of Applied Scientism.
Don't think I don't see your handprints all over this, Delgado.
Ah, this is your first workplace accident and you're feeling guilty about it. I see. I thought you believed that Sia Bujok didn't hear her announce. Yeah, that's good.
I don't care that you somehow roped in Bujold with that little performance. I'm not buying it. The Anchoress, poor trusting soul that she was, may have believed you were here in good faith. But I don't. You're looking more and more like enemies to me.
We discovered a great deal of falsified data in the underlying research. Okay. Can I just shoot her? No. Talked a good game, but overlooked the shoddy science involved in the test. That's good.
The Anchoress was one of the finest minds the Order has ever produced. I'm well versed in manipulative prevarication from feckless mutineers. Try again. Or try facing a gauntlet of well-trained exemplars. I could always choose for you.
Okay, she was a fraud.
Really? You don't say. I know you're to blame. I just wanted to see how far you were gonna take this. I can't believe Ancrus Brunn fell for any of it. Fellow exemplars of the Order, commence hostilities!
Oh no. Not what I wanted to do.
Don't try to limit further damage, Commander.
Oh boy, good, right? I mean, yes, I would have liked to resolve this differently. And not by shooting, but it is what it is. This is sometimes just how it turns out, right? It is what it is. Okay, sorry, I'm stealing, I don't even know why. Yeah, I guess because we are...
There's anything worse than my former fellow protect...
Because of the shooting. Keep calm, you guys. Nothing will happen.
Mobilizing.
Enemy moving into harm's way.
capacitor out. Getting all its energized.
I am not that sure where the other dudes are.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Up there.
Proceeding to
Okay, good. That was it, right? Then let us... I mean, yes, there are still things marked red, but these are the scientists, which I don't need to kill. Success, we farmed. Well, farming might be the wrong term, but we received a bit of experience here, which is cool. The shooting was not necessary, that I would agree with. But on the other hand, it is what it is. Okay. But, you guys, this then... Because we are gonna have a bit of battle there, I guess. No, that's where... That's gonna be the end of the... Let's have a quick talk here before we end it for today. The episode. Nothing else, don't worry. To complete the quest.
Oh, look who it is. The legendary former head intercessor of the Order. Another mission successfully completed. Made it through all that without a scratch, hmm? Glad to see. Say, I know this was difficult and rather a mess, but you listened. You tried to do right before you did what you must. I appreciate it, the attempt. No matter how that may sound.
The credit or blame belongs to the commander here. It was their decision, ultimately.
You forget I know you. You always thought you knew better. No one could ever convince you of anything. Before, that is. Good to see. Maybe you are facing yourself.
There are a few things I'm still not used to saying. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Please. And thank you. But thank you, Anais.
At any rate, I'm off. You all take care now. Marisol, don't be too enigmatic or anything. Try. Before I forget. Meant to give you this earlier.
Oh, thank you, Anais. Goodbye.
Okay, guess we'll never know what happened to Empress Chow, huh?
Oh, Brun obviously murdered her. Thought you knew that. Perhaps it was an accident. Perhaps she simply wanted to knock Chow unconscious so she could sneak away. Or not. Indefinite immurement isn't for everyone. Even the finest minds may crack under the strain. But her canned feigned concern about Chow, how she kept changing the subject, both belied an underlying sense of guilt to me.
You sure you're doing alright after all that, Marisol?
Oh, not really. Not yet, at any rate. Everything's a bit raw right now. But suppose I will be. Thank you, dear.
Well, I'm here for you, Marisol. You know, in case you need me to help sow some violence to help you feel better.
Good, nice, completed. Guys, that then, right now, is going to bring us. That was a quick one, right? to the end of today's episode, and you know it. I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed today's episode, then please give me a little tinsy thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I see you in the next episode. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful day. Stay frosty. Bye.